I'm Trey, and here's a look at 2025 Mazda CX-90 Select. The CX-90 was introduced in 2024. Before that, the CX-9 ran from 2007 through 2023. Mazda's biggest vehicle in production. This CX-90 being the base trim, let's see what you get for the money. Starting at the front of the CX-90, you have the Mazda logo in the center with a black plastic grille. You have LED headlights. It has a really nice chrome trim outlining the grille, and then below that you have ventilation ports to keep the engine and brakes cool. On the front quarter panel you have an inline 6 badging. You have a little fake vent, gives that appearance, and a chrome strip below it. At the tires you're looking at an 18-inch aluminum wheel. Tire size is 265 on the width, 55 on the sidewall. You have painted door handles on the base model. On the fuel door, push it, and you do have a fuel cap. At the rear of the CX-90, you have that Mazda badge in the center there. On the left, you have the CX-90 badging. Below that, all-wheel drive, which is standard on all Mazdas. On the right, you have the Skyactiv G badging as well. The bumper is painted the deep crystal blue, like the rest of the vehicle. It's a very pretty color. Plastic trim on the bottom there. It also has very nice chrome side rails. The CX-90 has an overall length of 202 inches, a width of 78 inches, and a height of 68 to 69 inches depending on tire size. The hood you do have prop rods. You're looking at a 3.3 liter inline 6-cylinder turbo producing 280 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 332 pound-foot of torque at 2,000 RPM. It's mated to a 8-speed automatic transmission. Towing capacity is 5,000 pounds. Fuel economy is 24 city, 28 highway, 25 combined. Open up the liftgate under the Mazda logo, push the button, and it does have power liftgate on the base model. As far as cargo capacity goes, you're looking at 15.9 cubic feet of space behind the third row. If we put both rows down, you're looking at 75.2 cubic feet of space. To fold the third row, pull on the tabs and push. Pull on the tabs and push. This one will go flatter. Plenty of room to haul some supplies from Home Depot or Lowe's. The floor in the third row, there is some storage space as well, and there is your tire iron and your other necessities for changing a tire. You do have power liftgate on the Select trim as well. Third row, there's a lever here, pull it, and the seat will slide forward. Gives you plenty of room to get in the third row. Third row, you do have more cup holders than you do seating, with 4 cup holders in the rear. As far as legroom goes, you have 30 inches of legroom, which is not terrible for this size vehicle. I'll say it's rather comfortable, and I do fit even at my height. As you can tell, the headspace isn't terrible as well. You do have vents on each side as well, which is really nice to see back here. On the rear door, you have some hard plastic, some nice little design here, some little soft touch right here, and you have plenty of space in the look below the door there in the door pocket, which is put a couple drinks, maybe a sandwich. Very nice leather seats come standard on the CX-90 with some nice stitching that goes down the side bolsters. Second row is very comfortable with 39 inches of leg room. You can also tell we have rear vents and rear vent controls down here and 2 USB ports. Rear seat pockets on the driver and passenger seat, and they are rather large. The CX-90 Select does not come with a moonroof option. Plenty of headroom back here, and I'm very comfortable. I could ride a long distance in this CX-90. On the driver's door, we have some hard plastic. We have a little design here which gives it a little character. Some soft touch going down. Here's our window controls and our door locks, and here's our mirror controls. And we have some storage down here, not a ton, but enough for a drink and maybe another sandwich. Impressed with is it does have power driver's seat on the base trim. And a very nice design going down the center of the seat. Once again, very nice looking leather seats. Sitting behind the wheel of the CX-90, you'll notice that the dash has that design going almost like stripes going down as well. It's really a pretty design. It gives it some bold characteristics on the interior. Here is the key to the CX-90, the Mazda logo on this side. You have lock, unlock, and power liftgate button, and hold for the panic button. Start the CX-90, put our foot on the brake. Here's our instrument cluster. I'll let the beeping stop. There we go. On the left we have a tachometer, and the center we have a miles per hour gauge. It is digital, or we can go hit our info button on the steering wheel, and there's that picture of the CX-90. Then there's our regular old speedometer, and hit it again, it changes again. And got rid of the center stuff. On the right we have fuel gauge, and beside that we have our water temperature. Moving back to the steering wheel itself, here is our Mazda logo nice and bold in the center. On the left over here we have our volume controls. We have our source controls. We have our Bluetooth connectivity. There's our info button I was mentioning. And over here we have our adaptive cruise control and our cruise control settings for set, resume, and decelerate. And there is the actual on-off button itself right there. Over on the infotainment screen, you're looking at a 10.25-inch screen. It is not touchscreen. It is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capable. You do have to plug it in on the base model. Down on the center console, we have our rotary dial. It turns left and right, and it goes up, down, left, and right as well. Here's our park and brake, our auto hold. Here is our button for our navigation, if equipped. It is not equipped on the select trim. Return button to back up. There's our home button. If we get lost on the screen there, we can always hit the home button to get back. And there's our button to get to our music source for AM, FM, and Bluetooth connectivity. No Sirius XM availability on the base trim. And here's our knob for our volume, down and up. And here's our favorites button. That's an important button with the Mazda CX-90, is it not being touchscreen. If you put all your favorites in there, it's a lot easier to get to. The screen itself, we hit information, and we get the fuel efficiency monitor, and then vehicle status monitor. There's our fuel efficiency monitor. We go back, and we have a vehicle status monitor. It shows we have low fuel. Go back, and then we can go back again, or I could have hit the home button, and then we go to entertainment, and there's FM, AM, and Pandora, and then Bluetooth. I go back again, and there's communication. If we had our Bluetooth connected there, that's where that would be. We go down to the navigation. If it was equipped, there would be a navigation screen there. I mean, if I hit it now, it's just going to show you that and tell you it does not have an SD card available with it. And then there's settings on the bottom there. That's in-vehicle display, sound settings, safety settings, vehicle settings, and then connectivity settings, and then system settings. Up on the dash, there's our emergency flashers button. We go down to the AC controls. We have dual zone climate control, which is really nice to see. No heated or ventilated seats on the base trim. We go down to our different drive modes. If I hit those, I go over to the screen here, and it's got sport, normal, and off-road modes. It is different than the previous generation of CX-90s. Parks up and to the left, reverse is over, and you have a nice quality screen. I wish it was a little bigger. You have a little more room there. I feel like they could use it up, and it does not have trajectory lines, but once again, the actual quality of the resolution is really nice. And drive will be straight down. Good size cup holders, and with the arms length reach away. We go down to the center console. It opens on both sections like this, button here and here. It's not really deep, but it's pretty wide, which is really nice. You do have two USB ports. Take a drive in the 2025 Mazda CX-90 Select and see how this base 3.3 liter inline 600 does. I'm really impressed with the car overall. You're getting a lot for your money, right at $39,500. Let's get some power. It's very, very, very peppy, which is a lot of times you don't get that on a base trim, and with this 3.3 liter, you are really getting a lot of power. Mazda's done a great job with the CX-90 in giving you a luxury type feel like BMW, and you're getting that even on the Select trim. And when thinking about certain vehicles like the Toyota Highlander or the Honda Pilot, I mean, the price-wise, you're right there in the mix. Even the Kia Telluride, I know it's a few $1,000s cheaper in the base trim, but I feel like you're getting a little more for your money. You're getting a power driver seat, which is not available in the Kia Telluride base trim, which I guess is the LX, and you're getting actual leather seats, not any kind of leatherette type material. Features like the power liftgate on a base model is really impressive to me. A lot of times this is not an option. And the car is a very good sized big car, and it doesn't drive like when it drives like a true Mazda. And as far as handling goes, it's just very smooth, quiet ride, which I'm very impressed with. And Mazda's always been one of those companies that kind of get overlooked, and I feel like this CX-9 just kind of put them back in the game, so to speak. Previous generation CX-9 was a great vehicle, but I feel like it kind of outgrew itself with the competition. It got a little outdated and nothing really changed on it. They did one little trim update in all the years, and that was about it. The 8-speed automatic is really a smooth shifter, and it takes corners very nice and smooth. Handling's always been a great feature. Mazda's always been able to really hit out of the park and give you that driver's type feel, but it also been able to give you like a smooth ride and a good handling ride, which is sometimes it's a combination that just is very lacking in some models and vehicles. Please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. If you like my content, please do so. Hit that like button and also hit that bell for notifications on all the content we have coming out in the future. I appreciate it. Have a great one.